Hey everybody, today we're going to be focusing on how to paint the squig for the runt herders for the orc faction. But of course, this can work on any other squigs like your swighogz and even bomb squigs. So for this, you may notice I've already base coated him with Mephiston red for the squig, so we're going to shade him now. For this, we're going to use Carberg Crimson. Keep in mind it's the new Carberg Crimson, so if you have the new one, don't worry, that's just fine. Okay. And I'm going to use, for the shade, I'm going to use a size 0 diagonal brush, because you don't need a medium layer brush because it's not that big of a detail. Okay, all we're going to do, take some Carberg Crimson and put it on the palette. Alright, all we're going to do is we're going to base coat all the skin. So, all we're going to do, base coat the skin on the squig. All over the face too. Other side. A little more. And also make sure to do the underside. Alright, that is done. Just washing off my brush and just drying it off. While we're waiting for that to dry, we're going to do something really quick. Don't worry, it won't take very long. Okay, we're going to focus on highlighting the tongue. So, for this, all we're going to do is we're going to use Gene Stealer Purple. So, all we're going to do is use Gene Stealer Purple. So, take some Gene Stealer Purple from the palette, from the pot, and put it on the palette. You don't need too much because this tongue is very kind of a small detail. We're going to thin this down a little bit. A little more. Okay, so all we're going to do is going to focus on the tongue. I may have used Bugman's Glow, but look, we're going to highlight, we're going to paint the tongue. Okay, that's the tongue done. Alright, so you can coarse shade the tongue, but since this is a skin tutorial, we're going to show you how to do the skin. So, all we're going to do is we're going to highlight the skin. So, all we're going to do is we're going to apply a highlight. There it is. Sorry about that. Darken down. For this, we're going to be using a highlight of Wazdacker Red. So, the reason why we're using Wazdacker is because the shade, the Carberg Crimson, really thin down the, really darken the color of the Mephiston Red, so we're going to use Wazdacker Red instead of Evil Sun Scarlet. Because squigs are actually a darker red and not necessarily a brighter red. Okay, so, take some Wazdacker Red, put it on your brush. Make sure you always roll your brush like this to have a fine point. All we're going to do is we're going to focus on the raised details of the squig. So, all we're going to do is paint in the raised wrinkles on the skin. So, if you look around the eyes, especially highlight the eyes. So, right here. The nose. Other parts of the face. Jawline. And just leave the skin how it is. Just highlight the raised details like the wrinkles. Alright, that's the squig skin done up to battle ready standard. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy painting your orcs. Bye bye.